The 1941 wheat penny with no mint mark is a United States 1-cent coin struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use mint marks during that period, and it stands as one of the most historically meaningful yet commonly found coins of the Wheat Penny series, representing America at a crucial turning point just before its official entry into World War II. A time when the nation was still recovering from the Great Depression while simultaneously preparing for global conflict, industrial expansion, and social transformation. This coin features the iconic obverse portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, whose initials, VDB, appear discreetly on the shoulder truncation, and Lincoln's image symbolizes unity, freedom, sacrifice, and national identity, values that resonated strongly with Americans in 1941 as uncertainty loomed across the world. The reverse of the coin displays the famous wheat ears design, with two stylized wheat stalks framing the inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America, along with the motto, E pluribus unum, a design that emphasized America's agricultural roots and economic foundation during an era when farming and food production were essential to national survival. The 1941 Philadelphia wheat penny was minted in extremely high numbers, with a massive mintage exceeding 887 million coins, making it one of the most plentiful wheat pennies ever produced, which explains why examples are still frequently discovered today in old collections, inherited jars, estate finds, and circulated coin rolls. The coin is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, a composition used until 1942, and this high copper content gives the coin intrinsic metal value. Though in bad condition, most of the original red or brown luster has long faded into dark brown, dull chocolate, or even greenish tones due to oxidation, corrosion, and decades of environmental exposure. A badly worn 1941 wheat penny typically shows extreme smoothing of Lincoln's hair, forehead, cheek, and jawline, with many fine details nearly or completely worn away, and the wheat stalks on the reverse are often flat, weak, or partially merged into the background, while the rim may be thin, uneven, or damaged, and the date and lettering may appear weak but usually remain readable, which is essential for identification. Coins in poor condition often exhibit scratches, nicks, rim dents, stains, discoloration, corrosion pits, or signs of cleaning, and some may even show bending, warping, or surface roughness if they were buried, exposed to moisture, or stored improperly for decades. Despite its poor condition, the 1941 no mint mark wheat penny remains popular among collectors because it represents a key pre-war year and belongs to one of the most beloved U.S. coin series ever produced, making it an ideal educational piece for beginners, historians, and enthusiasts who value historical context over financial worth. In terms of monetary value, a heavily circulated or damaged 1941 wheat penny is generally worth only slightly above face value, typically ranging from 3 to 10 cents depending on copper prices, market demand, and overall appearance, but its value can increase significantly if the coin exhibits a genuine mint error such as an off-center strike, broad strike, clipped planchet, lamination error, die crack, or double die characteristics. Though such errors are rare and must be authenticated by experts, collectors should avoid aggressively cleaning such coins, as harsh cleaning destroys original surfaces and further reduces numismatic desirability, even if the coin already appears worn. Historically, the year 1941 adds powerful narrative weight to the coin, as these pennies circulated in the hands of factory workers, farmers, shopkeepers, soldiers' families, and everyday citizens during a time of rationing preparation, military buildup, and social change, making each surviving coin a silent witness to ordinary life during extraordinary times. Although a bad condition 1941 wheat penny is not a rare treasure or high-dollar investment, it remains a meaningful artifact that connects modern collectors to America's copper coinage era. The legacy of Abraham Lincoln, and the resilience of a nation on the brink of war, ensuring its lasting appeal across generations is a historical object, educational tool, and symbol of everyday American life rather than merely a piece of currency. Next up, the 1950s Wheat Penny is a United States 1-cent coin struck at the San Francisco Mint, indicated by the small s mint mark located below the date on the obverse, and it represents one of the final years of the famous Wheat Penny series, which ended in 1958, making it historically significant despite its relatively high mintage and common availability. The obverse of the coin features the enduring portrait of President Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, a design first introduced in 1909 to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday, and by 1950 this image had already become deeply embedded in American culture, symbolizing honesty, unity, leadership, and the rebuilding spirit of post-World War II America. The reverse displays the classic wheat ears design with two stylized wheat stalks framing the inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America, along with the motto, E pluribus unum, a design that reflects America's agricultural strength and economic recovery during the post-war era when food production, exports, and domestic stability were critical to national growth. The 1950s Wheat Penny was minted in large quantities, with over 118 million coins produced at the San Francisco Mint, which explains why examples are still commonly found today, especially in circulated and poor condition, often discovered in old collections, coin jars, estate finds, and mixed wheat penny rolls. The coin is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, a composition that gives it intrinsic metal value. Although in bad condition, most examples have lost their original red or red-brown luster and now appear dark brown, dull, or even greenish due to oxidation, corrosion, moisture exposure, and decades of circulation. A badly worn 1950s Wheat Penny typically shows heavy flattening of Lincoln's hair, cheek, jawline, and coat, with fine details nearly erased, while the date, 1950, and the S mint mark may appear weak but are usually still readable, and on the reverse the wheat stalks often look flat, smooth, or partially merged into the background, with the lettering showing uneven wear. Coins in poor condition frequently exhibit scratches, rim dents, discoloration, corrosion pits, stains, or signs of harsh cleaning, and some may even be bent or warped if they were mishandled or exposed to harsh environments over the years. Despite the poor physical state, the 1950s Wheat Penny remains appealing to collectors because it represents America's transition from wartime hardship to post-war prosperity, circulating during a time of industrial growth, suburban expansion, and rising consumer culture. In terms of value, a 1950s Wheat Penny in bad or heavily circulated condition is generally worth only a few cents above face value, typically ranging from about 3 cents to 15 cents depending on copper prices, demand, and overall eye appeal, but its value can increase significantly if the coin features a genuine mint error such as an off-center strike, clipped planchet, lamination error, die crack, broad strike, or double die. Though such errors are uncommon and require professional authentication, collectors should avoid cleaning these coins, as cleaning damages the original surface and further reduces numismatic value, even if the coin already appears heavily worn. Historically, coins like the 1950s Wheat Penny passed through the hands of everyday Americans during the early Cold War era, used by factory workers, shopkeepers, farmers, and families rebuilding their lives after World War II, making each surviving piece a small but meaningful witness to daily economic life during a transformative period in U.S. history. Although a badly worn 1950s Wheat Penny is not a rare or high-value treasure, it remains an important part of American numismatic heritage, appreciated for its history, copper composition, and connection to the final decade of the Wheat Penny series, ensuring that even in poor condition it holds educational, historical, and sentimental value rather than merely monetary worth. Next up,